Hello, welcome to Wednesday, where I talk about visibility and speaking in your digital disco and content and loads of great stuff. In relation to what I've been talking all this week about having headshots, investing in yourself, making mega moves, and standing up for your dreams and your hopes and saying, I'm going to do this and I'm going to figure out a way. Because sometimes that way is not always obvious. Sometimes it feels bumpy. Sometimes it feels long-winded. Sometimes it feels all of the things. So in relation to getting headshots, as I mentioned on Monday, if you haven't been following along the series, do. This is part 3. Making an investment for a next set of headshots is imminent for me. I'm doing it in 2 or 3 weeks. And I haven't had any like this since 2016. And I know what you're going to say, but you haven't really aged. Babe, I have. I absolutely have. I mean, you might also say you've aged, like we need to get this sorted. But I want to talk about it from this perspective of spending money on your business and investing and going pro and not scrimping and saving and hoping and wishing and trying to do all of the things on a bootstrap, because it's exhausting and hectic and overwhelming and stressful. So let's talk about these headshots in terms of visibility and personal branding. Number 1, people need to see you, hear you, experience you. They need to ultimately put a face to the name, a name to the bio. Now is not the time to have a faceless business. And we have all of these opportunities available to us, from videos, from photos, from audios, from blogs and storytelling. There are so many ways that our content can connect with people and build that trust, build that connection, and ultimately welcome those sales in. And I want to say this because over the years, there have been so many purchases that I have made and I've never met the person. Equally, there are people who have worked with me and we've never met in person. And I actually got the joy, Kim, if you're watching this, hello. I got the joy of meeting Kim, a client of mine who we'd worked together over, I think it was about 6 months. And she's based in Berlin, I'm based in London, and we finally got to meet in person in London and have a cup of tea and sit opposite each other. And it was just glorious. It was just so great. And I believe that you can only do that if you show up as yourself, so you share a piece of yourself, share a bit of yourself and what you're all about. Number 2. A picture can tell us a lot. So the know, like, and trust factor. How many times have people spoken about trolls online, where there isn't a profile picture, where the name is like, I don't know, sexy mum 12359 or whatever it might be. And as soon as there is like no picture there, it's like, yeah, I'm not really going to believe that because it's just a faceless person. If we begin to see you regularly, what you're all about, get to know you, it's incredibly powerful for that know, like, and trust factor, but also that sense of familiarity, of being in your world, of knowing what to expect. It's almost when somewhere like a brand like Marks and Spencer's or a McDonald's, I don't eat McDonald's, but anyway, where you see it pop up in another country or in an airport and you're like, well, I sort of know what I'm going to expect because it's going to be the same things that is in my local shop. That kind of trust and that reliability can really begin to build and increase from showing up as you and people getting to know you. Number 3. Media requires it and it becomes part of your toolkit. So actually having shots, having a bio, your CV, these will be the things that lots of people ask for. So we're not just now, back in the 80s or 90s, you might only have a photo shoot if you were a celebrity, or if you were a pop star, or if you were going to be in a magazine. And it's just not the case now. So many people will have them for their website, for an article that they've written, for their podcast cover, for a deck that they're using for a speaking event. We have to see these things as being part of our toolkit. And the great thing is once you have them, there are so many different ways that you can use them. Number 4, knowing you have it will allow you to say yes. I am often, I talk a lot about the 5:50 moment. So often I believe business is done at 5:50, 10 to 6, like quick, let's make the confirmation. Are you available tomorrow? Can you say yes? Can we go ahead with this? This is signed off. We're going to red light this. We're going to green light this, whatever it might happen. And you being able to be in the mix where I've got all my headshots and all of my things available for my agent, for example. And I know that at 10 to 6, I can make that decision, or he can, where he's like, I've got everything I need and I can put you in the mix. And sometimes that is him having that confidence that he's got my passport photograph, for example. So if I'm about to be confirmed on a job, they can do the checks that they need to on my passport, book a flight, etc. So those 10 to 6 moments are moments that lots of people are A, not going to be available for, or B, they're not ready for. Making these investments, getting organized, having a Google Drive right now is going to allow you to be in the mix. Finally, making these decisions, showing up as this version of yourself, the big version of yourself, allows you to open up opportunities. And one thing that I've found over the last 25 years is sometimes the opportunities that I have won, that I have connected with, they haven't been on my wish list. They haven't been on my vision board because sometimes they were just too big. It didn't even enter my mind that this would be a possibility. And sometimes now I still pinch myself like, whoa, how did that happen? That was so weird. That was such an odd pattern of timing. What a synchronistic moment. And ultimately, I put it down to I was ready. I was ready to say yes. I had the things. I wasn't in a needy, like hustly moment. I was just ready. And that is incredibly powerful. And so my closing point to you today is get ready. Get ready, because everything you want to be, do, have, and feel, whatever's bubbling at the moment, it's round the corner. It's coming. People are looking for you. I always say this to my speaking clients. People are looking for you. So make it easy. Make it obvious. Say you're available. Show people what you've got. And go for it. Because the harder it is for people to find the thing, they're just going to get distracted or frustrated or move on. You are ready. There's nothing stopping you. So make some mega moves today. And I'll see you tomorrow for Thursday's Future Self Edition, Part 4. Hope you've enjoyed this. Let me know. Comment down below. Your digital disco could be a great addition to this. Come and check it out. And lots of love. Bye.